Because our government and NATO, the people running our government, these criminals, are turning al-Qaeda loose all over the world. But then separately, Obama says we didn't build our business and that raising the debt doesn't raise the debt, and Obamacare cut your rates even though it doubled them on average, on and on and on. Even NBC News admitted yesterday that it's doubling rates and wrecking all these small businesses. That was in the headline. Obamacare costs big bucks and destroys jobs. That's what it was written to do. And guess what? There's death panels. Well, now Obama has come out. Remember, I'm going to pull the troops out of Iraq. I'm going to pull the troops out of Iraq. I'm going to finish what we need to do in Afghanistan. Our troops will all be out of Iraq the first year I'm in office. Now he's saying he never said that. So regardless of what you think about the debate about should we have been in Iraq or not been in Iraq, regardless, Obama ran on pulling the troops out of Iraq, and that's how dumb they think we are to get on the news now. It'd be like if George Herbert Walker Bush said, I never said read my lips, no new taxes. No, he said, I'm sorry I'm breaking my pledge, but I have to do this, and he got voted out of office over it. Now they just say, I never said that you could keep your doctor. Well, yes, you did over 100 times. I never said I wouldn't come after any of your guns. Yes, you did over 100 times, you and that freak, Joe Biden. We're going to go to our reporters on the ground in Times Square. Tomorrow they'll be near Ground Zero covering the fact that Bloomberg's Anti-Gun Foundation basically runs the New York event. There's so many angles they're going to be covering. And they also say New York's the big terror attack if they're going to let ISIS into attack. I don't know. The government's saying imminent, will happen on or before 9/11. I'm not saying that. I hope that's not the case. But I want to play a clip of Obama saying over the years that he wanted to get us out of Iraq and would. Now he's saying, I don't know what you're talking about. Here it is.
For the first time in 9 years.
That's 2012.
There are no Americans fighting in Iraq. 4 years ago, I promised to end the war in Iraq. We did. 4 years ago, I promised to end the war in Iraq. I did. 4 years ago, I promised to end the war in Iraq, and I did. I told you we'd end the war in Iraq. We did. I said we'd end the Iraq war. We did. I told you I'd end the war in Iraq, and we did. I ended the war in Iraq as I promised. In 2008, I promised we'd end the war in Iraq. We've ended it. I was able to keep my promise and end the war in Iraq. In 2008, I promised we would end the war in Iraq, and we've ended it. The war in Iraq is over. The war in Iraq is over from ending the war in Iraq. That's why I ended the war in Iraq. For the first time in 9 years, there are no Americans fighting in Iraq.
President, do you have any second thoughts about pulling all ground troops out of Iraq?
You know, what I just find interesting is the degree to which this issue keeps on coming up.
This is 2 days ago.
As if this was my decision.
There you go. The Washington Free Beacon compiled that. Think about that. And then he basically goes on to say that he didn't pull them out. They are practicing lies out in the open to confuse everybody.
You are watching the best of the Alex Jones Show, weekdays from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. Central. Watch live at Infowars.com/show or become a member of InfoWarsNews.com and help us take resistance to the next level.